Alright, I'm hoping the mic audio issues aren't so bad this time, and that it's not raspy. My voice is a little bit off from being sick, but we're gonna try. This is my poem. Um, I'll call it First Dive into the Ocean. I don't have a name right now. Here we go. He enters the night on the eve of dawn. Standing at the shore, always looking from afar as a boy, finally given the chance to participate in what he thought to be his first act, not as a pawn. The crisp air hits his lungs. In an instant, the night engulfs him. It swallows him whole, as if all that will he thought he had suddenly lost control. The chaos of it all is numbing. It's quite hard to feel. But I hear a new voice in the distance, and I realized my fate was sealed. She came out of nowhere, a pixie, I think they call him. Starstruck by her presence, my mind began to wander. Our future little life just seemed a little over yonder. Our life? I questioned. We've hardly even met. Will someone really take on this silly lifelong bet? It begins a little forced. I'm poking holes at the idea, shoving my way through the crowd just to see her tears. My actions go unnoticed, even somewhat to myself. Eventually, everyone does see that I'm after something else. It's unclear to me as to what's been going on, like the bubbles at the bottom of the ocean, rising up as swans. Popping every bubble, the children have no fear, except every time one collapses, the end feels ever so near. The serene unseen is begging, begging to be explored, playing on the very strings that pulled yours to mine. Unfortunately, all that feeling might not turn out to be is a bloody sea swine. That's the thing about the ocean. We say we know so much, misjudging my lack of vision as anything but a crutch. The rhyme and rhythm of my words, I hope is clear as day. Woefully, the ocean floor will squeak the words that come your way. As your news deeper, the sun's love disappears, to be replaced by a surmounting hug. The weight of my deep blue thoughts, supposedly the pillars of the eye that is me, now threatens my existence as if an underwater banshee. As I begin to progress, my mind starts to fog. I ponder when my actions had any worth at all. If the currents dictate my life below the surface, and the same above with the wind, that love I thought I have is way too easy to rescind. The forces that brought me to you end up taking me away. I mistook the lagunic waters for a grand escapade. Down here, the melody is unfamiliar, the words themselves starkly different than the places in which they come from. In my rooted sense of self, my enemies grew large, and it really feels like it's me against it all. The belief that what is outside attempts to defile me. We can't be quite sure what the outside is, um, and where the me is. Those moonless nights come when that line becomes personified, too rigid, too lifelike, an ego of its own, akin to those stargazers on a sunless afternoon. Well, just for some context, hopefully the mic picked it up just fine, but this one is about my first experience. I guess I'd say falling in love. This one, that's what this is about. Is that first? I wouldn't call it a crush because I had crushes before this. Maybe my first, like, at least at the time, felt very, very intense set of feelings for another person. And I think it does a good job of showing the um, intensity in this poem. At least I hope so. I hope that's how it comes across in 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 the way that it reads and the way that it sounds. Hopefully, I can do more of these. I have lots of experience in terms of, I wouldn't call them romantic failures, but lots of experience in that department to write about. So hopefully we'll have some new ones and I'll get better as we go along. Maybe I can come back to this one and um, make it better or change it up a little bit. Yeah, hopefully the audio is fine too. I'm tripping about this.